I know! Long time no see. I know, it's been forever since I made a video. I've been pretty busy, school has been eating my life, and I was like, I filmed 2 videos and I never edited them because they were too long and not up to what I wanted to do. So anyway, I'm back today and I'm actually gonna post this video and upload it because it's been like a month since my last video. So I am finally back. I also have 3 albums on the way that are coming like within a week. Therefore, I'll also post a little unboxing of these albums. They're pretty cool, especially since one of them is like a special item. It's not really an album, but it's pretty cool, so I'm really looking forward to get all this, so I'll just make a video about it. So I have mentioned Fansite a couple of times on my channel, especially in my With Chen season greeting unboxing. You can watch it over there. I'll put the link in the description box, something like that. So yeah, Fansites are pretty cool. Honestly, like the goods they do are really like top quality. It's amazing, but it's very confusing. When I discovered this a year ago, I was so confused. I did not understand anything. But yeah, so today I want to explain to you, well, first, what is a fansite, how you can get things, and especially through group orders. So I'll explain all about this and give you a few like links to my favorite group orders master, especially in Europe and especially for EXO, but for other groups too. I'll just put everything in the links in the box down below to explain to you everything about this. But really, fan goods are such high quality. Like, you can have so many like calendar, banners, and they even hold like exhibitions, so it's really like top quality. It's so worth it. Honestly, it's taking like being a fan to a whole new level. It's amazing. So today I just want to explain everything about it to you so that you can also enjoy this amazing whole new other fandom world. So let's go. Of course, your first question, if you're like me a year ago, is like, what the F is a fansite? That was me a year ago, and I only really discovered what a fansite was because people made a list of all the fansites that didn't get a ticket to the Exodium in Seoul last year, and like everyone was like freaking out, oh my god, this fansite didn't get in, and I was like, what's the big deal? A huge deal, actually. So that's how I decided to investigate and try to understand what the F a fansite was. If you're really new to like the K-pop fandom, you might have seen previews of idols at airport, for example, and there's this little like sign, like I'm just gonna put a picture of what it is, what I'm trying to say. Basically, that's when fansites post previews. For example, me, I did not know what that was, that little sign of like just basically the fansite took a picture and just zoomed in. And I didn't understand what that was. I was just like, what is this? It's actually just zoomed in. And that's the first time of a fansite. And that's personally how I first like got triggered about what is this. Anyway, I'm getting out of subject. A fansite is a very dedicated fan to a special member of a group. Most of the case, there's exceptions of course, but anyway. Basically, this fan will follow the member of this group around through all their official, well, for all his or her official schedule and airport, and will take high quality pictures of them. It's not assassin, they don't invade in their privacy, they just like take pictures of them where it's official and where they know like everyone knows about these events. So that's basically what they do. Most of the time the fansite will be Korean because it's just so much easier for them, because most of the events are in Korea and they will like go to very small events you can go to, which means like international fans can't really do this, though it's possible if you live in Korea and you're an international fan. For example, I do wish I could become a Chen fansite when I am in Korea. We'll see about that. But basically, you can also have Chinese fansites and Japanese, so I never saw any Japanese fansite, but I know there's a few Chinese. They just don't maybe go to all the events, they go to like most the events they can go. And mostly there's bigger fan base in China. It's like EXO has a lot of Chinese fan base in China. It's complicated, but basically, like, technically, a fansite will be Korean. Anyway, a fansite will spend a lot of money on this idol, because they have to follow them around at various events and various overseas events, which means they also have like to fly and take like, I don't know, flight tickets for Thailand or whatever, wherever the idol is going. And basically they also need a very good camera with a very good zoom to be able to take pictures of the idol, and like high quality pictures. And like, I think it's very complicated to be a fansite, and I admire them a lot. They are also very mysterious, we don't really know much about them. which means, I mean, I want to know more about them, and maybe one day I'll make a video to explain more what a fansite truly is, like who's behind a fansite. That's an idea I have. We'll see how this works out. But basically, yeah, a fansite just has to be so dedicated, and like really, it's a lifestyle. It's a job. So apparently, when the battery on your screen is flashing red, it means it's gonna turn off. So where was I? Yes. So Fansites have Twitter accounts, that's where they'll post previews and infos about whatever event they're holding, whatever goods they're gonna sell, which means you need Twitter if you want to be updated. Plus, group orders are always held on Twitter, so you really need Twitter for all this. Honestly, I never heard anything of it being held on Instagram. It really all happens on Twitter. You can always make a Twitter account just for group orders and nothing else, but you really need it if you want to be updated. Because what's the point in having 1,000 picture high quality of your buyers if you're not going to use them? So basically Fansites will then make special goods to actually sell to other fans, and it's like such high quality. Well, first they also make other projects. The most basic thing, if you're in Korea, that you will see is birthday ads. Everywhere in the subway you will see birthday ads for the idol from whatever fansites. Often it's for their birthday, but sometimes it's just like randomly in the year to say congrats to the idols to have made a comeback or stuff like that. I took a lot of pictures when I was in Seoul, because every time I saw an ad I just stopped and took the picture. It was like, oh my god, this is so cute. So yeah, I did this a lot. I took a lot of pictures, but so that's the first thing fansites do. But then the second thing is they might hold exhibitions in Seoul, which means, like for example, Kai just this weekend, a Kai fansite was it? I can't with me probably Miss Destiny. I'm not sure which Kai fansite did this, but a Kai fansite held an exhibition in Seoul. Basically, it's like an art gallery with actual art, because it's like just pictures of the fansite's idol, and you just can walk around, and they will also sell special stuff, so that's really cool. They also have sometimes screening moments where they they take videos at the concerts and events, and they organize some sorts of moments where everyone can like gather and watch what they did, what they like took videos of. So it's so cool, like, oh my god. And apparently, I just saw this news the other day, apparently it's the EXO fandom that has developed a lot of this fan culture. They're the one apparently who would have introduced the Times Square's ads, for example. That's often also funded by fansites, not always. I mean, it's more funded by Chinese fan base, I think. But still, like, yeah, apparently EXO are the ones that have made this fandom culture even bigger than what it used to be, so pretty proud, just random fact. Also, fansites, if you're in Seoul, will also sometimes have like some special coffee shops with some special events. For example, the cup holders, sometimes they will like design it specially, like with like, for example, like now it's Minseok Xiumin's birthday, and there are special like cafes where the idol, well, the fansite will like order some special cup holders with like the picture of the idol and something like the name and birthday date, some stuff like that. And I know as it's Minseok's birthday, there's some stuff like that in Seoul. But that all this is in Seoul, so you don't care, right? I mean, if you're an international fan and you don't get the chance to go to Seoul, well, you're like, well, great, what do I do? That doesn't make me go anyway. That's why I'm gonna talk about the other stuff the fansites do. So the first thing is season greetings. Obviously, I mean, I made a whole video about it, and that's like the whole thing where I really got interested into fansites. So basically, every year, most fansites will release a special season greeting. That's kind of like the basic of every fansite, I feel like. So basically, they will take all the pictures they took during the year and put them in one calendar and one diary, and it's super cool. So for example, in my Chen 2018 season greeting, I'll have a lot of pictures from Chen 2017. So basically, with Chen, put all the pictures she took of Chen and put them in a very nice desk calendar and a diary. Like this desk calendar. It's really cool, and like if you want to know more, you can watch my video about it. Sorry if you hear my cat meowing, he's really loud. I was sorry about fansites. So basically that's also diaries, basically you just like schedule and stuff. So that's the two main thing fansites will do. And the most amazing part about these season greeting is that you get tons of freebies with it. For example, you get magnets, pins, you can get special small photo books, stickers, fans, banners. You can get so many stuff. It will all vary according to the fan site. But for example, me, what you can see in my video, but I got a fan, a poster, magnets, a pin. It's so cool. Like, oh my god, there's so many stuff, and you just like can show you off for your bags, and it's just like crazy cool. Also, sometimes if you get a set, which means you take both the calendar and the diary, not all fan sites do both, but if they do, you often get also a special prize if you buy the set, both of them. The set for with Chen, for example, was a DVD. Basically, it was like what I was talking about before. It's just the videos you took during the year, like compiled in one CD, and it's so amazing. I didn't get it because with Chen, yeah, she has issues. She left. She abandoned Zhongdae, but technically there should have been a very cool DVD, and like for other groups it works really well and it's really cool. But careful, if you want a season greeting, just notice, please, you need to order in September, maybe October, but like because the fan sites have to produce like in November, then ship everything in December. The orders start in September, which sounds early. It's like, oh my god, September, like 2000, like the next year seems far away, but no, September is the time when it starts. So like in September, starts to look for your fan sites. If they do in season greeting, start looking for group orders. That's my advice. Now the second thing they do is photo books. Oh my god, photo books are so pretty. I'm pretty sure this time that Mr. Destiny did one not long ago. Kai's fan site. Why do I know everything about Kai? He was my first bias. So anyway, basically photo book is just a compilation and photo album of all the, it's like K-pop album, but like with just picture of the bias at of the idol at all the like events, and it's really cool and really high quality, and it's often like kind of a big format, which is really cool. And again, you get some freebies if you buy it, which means you can get stickers, magnets, poster, whatever the fan site decides to give with, so that's really cool too. Another thing a fan site will do is banners. So basically that's perfect for concerts. It's just, a cloth banner that you hold at concerts, which has the Korean name of the idol, like the full Korean name often, so it will be like Kim Jong-dae or I don't know, Byun Baekhyun. And basically it's just like, sometimes it even glows in the dark if like they're doing special effects. And it's really cool, to be honest. I just really want one. I don't have one yet, but I really want one for Chen. And basically on the other side sometimes you also have a vertical picture of the device, so that means you can just like hang it somewhere like in your room and just like observe this, or just put in display like the name and be like, oh my god, yes, he's my bias. So that's really cool. Like the special designs, and I saw group orders for Red Velvet's banners not long ago. I think it was for Irene, maybe Joy, I'm not sure, but that's really a cool thing to have at concerts, really. Also, you might get freebies with it too. Now the last thing I'm going to talk about is, where is he? There we go. Dolls! Fan sites will produce dolls, which is really cool, like plushies. So this one, Chenizo, is not from a fan site because I bought it on AliExpress because I really wanted one and I couldn't find any group order for a Chen fan site doll, but I'm gonna join one for little baby Chen soon. But basically, I'm just gonna keep this here. Basically it's really cool, and it's just like a small like doll like this, like plush, for every idol, and basically the fan site will make it to have like the features. It's not always fan sites, sometimes just people that just make dolls. I'm not that familiar with dolls, to be honest. I didn't buy that much, but basically they will just like take a special like feature. For example, there's like the little karaoke, like the little cute way Chen's lips do, and basically they will put like their special feature, and sometimes they also do special clothes. Depending on, if you see like this onesie that Chen has wore during the Exolution dots. Basically you have sometimes special feature according like to special like clothes they had, or just cute clothes that you can buy too. So yeah, I'm just gonna link down below the Chen group order I'm gonna for Europe for a little doll because it's so cute. I love it so much. So it's gonna be another one, so he's gonna have a friend. I'm really happy. So yeah, that's one of the things fan sites do too. Now all these goods are super cool, right? But the shipping can be so expensive. So for example, a season greeting will be $30 around that if you buy a set, which means it's $15 if you just buy one of the items. But like the shipping will go up to sometimes $40. Which is expensive. Like when it's like the same price as the good itself, for me it's too much. I'm like, well, no, I don't want to buy it. So basically what is really cool is that there's group orders. So I really strongly advise you to go through group orders for Fansites goods because it will lower the shipping price so much. A group order will be held on Twitter, as I said before. Basically, a group order master will often do it for only one group. Sometimes they do more, sometimes they like do it on request, but they often focus on one group, for example, but sometimes they can do two because, for example, I knew this girl in the USA who did group orders for Mamamoo and EXO. There's someone in Europe that does it for EXO and Shiny. So sometimes they do combine it or like do mostly for SM artists or stuff like that, you know, this kind of idea. And basically you just need to look by country and by group you're looking for. So for example, USA group orders, and then you try to look for like what groups they are doing, and basically yeah. And for Europe, it's tough finding one group order for like your country specifically. For me, for example, like it's so complicated. I don't live in like a very big country, but sometimes you can also join a European group order, and then they will ship it to your country as it's less expensive, as it's like European fees is not that expensive. I mean, it's not as cheap as in your own country, but it's so hard unless you live like in England, Italy or France, maybe even Germany. Otherwise, I think if you live in a smaller country, or Spain, it might be tough to find a European country group order. Just like if you just do as a continent, it's sometimes easier. Okay, that doesn't explain what a group order is. Basically, a group order is someone who will order a group order master, who will order everything for everyone. So basically, it's very useful because he or she will communicate with the fan site and will deal with everything and will send them all the money. And it's sometimes easier because if you don't know, not all fan sites know Korean, so it's so much easier if you can like, if someone that knows Korean can do it for you. And sometimes it feels complicated because like there's special percentage and stuff, and honestly when I looked at what they asked, I was like, oh my god, how am I going to succeed and make this happen? And I found a group order which makes just everything so much easier. Basically, ordering for everyone will mean that the fansite will ship everything together, and instead of being $40 for each, as you split the price, that will be bigger because it's more heavy, but as you split it between everyone that joined the group order, for me, for my season greeting, instead of being $40, it was only $11 to be shipped from South Korea to the UK, which is really not cheap. It's like barely more than what the shipping for an album costs. So that's really like, the more people to join a group order, the less the shipping price will be. So that's a really cool thing. So first, if you want something, you need to look for, well, if you are interested in a specific group order, then you look at your group orders masters that are in a country and that do for your group. And sometimes if you can't find it, you can always request it. Often group order masters take requests and then try and do an interest check and see who is interested. So that's one thing. And then you will need to pay by PayPal. There's first payment, which is going to be the price of the good itself. Then second payment, which is the price from the shipping from Korea to the group order master house. And then third payment, which is from the group order master's house to your house. Which means it's still not going to be that expensive. I mean, if it's in your own country, the shipping aren't that expensive, so it's really worth it. You really lower the shipping price a lot. So the process can be quite long, as you have to make 3 payments through PayPal and stuff. But group order masters are always so nice and always so helpful, and like they really want to help, so they're really cool. I know a lot of good European group orders masters, and basically all you need is Twitter and PayPal, and to keep updated with whatever is happening on Twitter to know when you have to make a new payment. And please read the FAQ and everything well. That says follow the instruction well. I know they go through a lot of crap for like not much, or like be patient if they take time to ship your thing. Know that they also have lives. They are also like uni students and stuff. So yeah, I just hope that if you do like start joining group orders, like please stay respectful and try to understand these poor group order masters who are really doing their best. Plus, one really cool thing is sometimes group order masters will have a Korean supplier, someone that lives in Korea, that will just basically like find a way to like give them access to some other things you can only get in store in Korea, or that can only be like delivered in Korea. So sometimes they have Korean address, Japanese address for like Japanese albums and stuff like that. So that's really a cool thing because like they do it all themselves. So that's like, you can get so many things that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise, which is really cool. Like if you want maybe some stuff from SM Town, some shop, some group orders master know people that live in Korea and that will buy it for them and then ship everything, so you can get really cool stuff. So I love group orders. I just My personal advice is don't really join a group order for an album. I don't think it will be worth it, unless maybe it's like you live in one country like the United States, maybe then it's worth it. But otherwise I feel like if you're in Europe, if it's not in your country, then it won't like be a very like better price in the end, as like there's a PayPal fee and stuff like that. There's always a small fee that like PayPal takes. But basically then like considering there's like two payments, like the second and third payment from shipping from Korea to his house, then from his house to yours, I feel like it's gonna be the same price in the end as for shipping. I mean, shipping is not that expensive. Maybe you live in a country where it's pretty expensive, but if you live in Europe, the shipping for albums is often like $8, so it's not that much. So personally, I buy my albums myself on K-Pop Town and it's not that expensive. I did join a group order for an album. I think I shouldn't have, because I would have gotten it sooner and for a cheaper price if I had gotten it myself, but that's okay. I mean, just like learning. So that's just my own personal advice. Maybe it's really worth it if you just like live in the same country as the group order master, but from my experience, it's not that much worth it. Just for albums, for fan sites, like, it's a must. So I know mostly EXO fan sites and EXO group orders, but I will do my research and try to find more group orders for other groups in not only Europe but also other countries. I'll try to find a lot of this and I'll just link everything down below, and if you have any more questions about how all this works because I wasn't clear enough, please ask me in the comments down below. I'll answer as quickly as possible and as precisely as possible and as much as I can with my knowledge. So yeah, if you have any more questions, please tell me, and yeah, I hope you'll join you buy, I mean, I hope for you that you find something that will please you in group orders. And honestly, group orders master are really nice, and I'm friends with one and she's like so sweet, and I really like her, so I mean, just follow, like, she does amazing EXO group orders. I'll just put everything down below in the description down below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'm gonna make a room tour, maybe we'll try, we'll see, and I'm also gonna unbox my albums when I receive them, as usual, as they do know my style. So yeah, that's all I had to do. I'm really glad I finished this video on time and I finally managed mine, though my camera decided to not have battery anymore at some point. Anyway, so yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see you again and stuff, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. Love you, see you next time, bye bye!